Okay, yeah, so I this short video is going to be the end of the book of Joshua. Now, this is going to prove that, and so the y'all had me going over Joshua, and I'll be going over the Judges again because I kind of caught something in Judges, but I need to make sure I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing. But in the this lets you know that these gods, so-called gods, are the fallen angels. Everybody's been sleeping on the book of Joshua. The book of Joshua has a lot of information, because everybody was thinking about the wars, but they wasn't thinking about what they were saying and what they were talking about. Now, y'all do understand and understand that when we got over here, we didn't drive out all the other nations and their gods. We didn't do it. We kept letting them live among us, which the Most High y'all told us not to do. He told us not to do, and we did it anyway. So this is where it lies in the problem, why we have so many different gods, so many different things, many different things going on. But this is going to prove that these gods these gods came after the flood. What? Wait a minute, what? These were before the flood and after the flood. The book of the book of Joshua, chapter 23 and 24 is going to prove to you that these gods came before the flood and they brought them over after the flood. So what happened before the flood? Oh, they flooded because the sons of God came down here and they still are here. This proves to you that they're still here on earth. Let's learn.
That your children may not say to our children in time to come, Ye have no part in the Lord. Therefore said we, that it shall be, when they should so say to us or to our generations in time to come, that we may say again, Behold the pattern of the altar of the Lord, which our fathers made, not for burnt offerings, nor for sacrifices, but it is a witness between us and you. God forbid that...
Did you hear that? Not for sacrifices, not for burnt offerings, but as a witness. We're his witnesses.
We should rebel against the Lord, and turn this day from following the Lord to build an altar for burnt offerings, for meat offerings, or for sacrifices, beside the altar of the Lord our God, that is before his tabernacle. And when Phinehas the priest, and the princes of the congregation and heads of the thousands of Israel, which were with him, heard the words that the children of Reuben, and the children of Gad, and the children of Manasseh spake, it pleased them. And Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest said unto the children of Reuben, and to the children of Gad, and to the children of Manasseh, This day we perceive that the Lord is among us, because ye have not committed this trespass against the Lord. Now ye have delivered the children of Israel out of the hand of the Lord. And Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest, and the princes returned from the
Remember, whenever they talking about sacrifices and stuff, that was not in the original book. That was added in by the pen of the wicked scribe.
Children of Reuben, and from the children of Gad out of the land of Gilead, unto the land of Canaan to the children of Israel, and brought them word again. And the thing pleased the children of Israel, and the children of Israel blessed God, and did not intend to go up against them in battle, to destroy the land wherein the children of Reuben and Gad dwelt. And the children of Reuben and the children of Gad called the altar Ed. For it shall be a witness between us that the Lord is God.
The book of Joshua, chapter 23.
And it came to pass, a long time after that the Lord had given rest unto Israel from all their enemies round about, that Joshua waxed old and stricken in age. And Joshua called for all Israel, and for their elders, and for their heads, and for their judges, and for their officers, and said unto them, I am old and stricken in age. And ye have seen all that the Lord your God hath done unto all these nations because of you. For the Lord your God is he that hath fought for you. Behold, I have divided unto you by lot these nations that remain, to be an inheritance for your tribes, from Jordan with all the nations that I have cut off, even unto the great sea westward. And the
So the Great Sea westward, that's Pacific Ocean. We just learned. I just showed you that in that other book, that the Pacific Ocean and the Great Sea is the same thing.
Lord your God, he shall expel them from before you, and drive them from out of your sight. And ye shall possess their land, as the Lord your God hath promised unto you. Be ye therefore very courageous to keep and to do all that is written in the book of the law of Moses, that ye...
So we need to do what? Be ye therefore very courageous to keep and to do all that is written in the book of the law of Moses, that ye may turn to the side, therefore, to the right hand or the left. Don't go to the right or the left of the law.
Turn not aside therefrom to the right hand or to the left, that ye come not among these nations, these that remain among you, neither make mention of the name of their gods, nor cause to swear by them, neither serve them, nor bow yourselves unto them, but cleave unto the Lord your God, as ye have done unto this day. For the Lord hath driven out from before you great nations and strong, but as for you, no man hath been able to stand before you unto this day. 1 man of you shall chase 1,000. For the Lord your God, he it is that fighteth for you, as he hath promised you.
So do you hear that? 1 man can chase 1,000 as long as you're serving the Most High Yah. You got to serve Yah and you will get that strength back, man.
Take good heed therefore unto yourselves, that ye love the Lord your God. Else if ye do in any wise go back, and cleave unto the remnant of these nations, even these that remain among you, and shall make marriages with them, and go in unto them, and they to you, know for a certainty that the Lord your God will no more drive out any of these nations from before you, but they shall be snares and traps unto
you. Hear that? If we married them, if we were marrying these other nations, the Most High Yah is not going to help us. You hear that? You hear how serious it is? Do y'all hear how serious that is? We ain't even supposed to be marrying them.
to you, and scourges in your sides, and thorns in your eyes, until ye perish from off this good land which the Lord your God hath given you. And behold, this day I am going the way of all the earth. And ye know in all your hearts and in all your souls that not one thing hath failed of all the good things which the Lord your God spake concerning you. All are come to pass unto you, and not one thing hath failed thereof. Therefore it shall come to pass that as all good things are come upon you, which the Lord your God promised you, so shall the Lord bring upon you all evil things, until he have destroyed you from off this good land, which the Lord your God hath given you. When ye have transgressed the covenant of the Lord your God, which he commanded you, and have gone and served other gods, and bowed yourselves to them, then shall the anger of the Lord be kindled against you, and ye shall perish quickly from off the good land which he hath given unto you.
The Book of Joshua, chapter 24.
And Joshua gathered all the tribes of Israel to Shechem, and called for the elders of Israel, and for their heads, and for their judges, and for their officers, and they presented themselves before God. And Joshua said unto all the people, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Your fathers dwelt on the other side of the flood in old time, even Terah, the father of Abraham and the father of Nachor, and they served other gods. And I took your father Abraham from the other side of the flood, and led him throughout all the land of Canaan, and multiplied his seed, and gave him Isaac. And I gave unto Isaac Jacob and Esau, and I gave unto Esau Mount Seir to possess it. But Jacob and his children went down into Egypt. I sent Moses also and Aaron, and I plagued Egypt.
Mount Seir is down at the is down at the bottom of Mexico. Mount Seir is in Mexico, down at the bottom of Mexico, y'all.
According to that which I did among them, and afterward I brought you out. And I brought your fathers out of Egypt, and ye came unto the sea, and the Egyptians pursued after your fathers with chariots and horsemen unto the Red Sea. And when they cried unto the Lord, he put darkness between you and the Egyptians, and brought the sea upon them and covered them. And your eyes have seen what I have done in Egypt, and ye dwelt in the wilderness a long season. And I brought you into the land of the Amorites, which dwelt on the other side Jordan, and they fought with you. And I gave them into your hand that ye might possess their land.
I'm still trying to figure out which one is the Jordan. If anybody know which one is the Jordan, let me know. But because I figured out what the Red Sea is, that's the Colorado. That's the Colorado, and it went all the way down into California. And that's the route that they took and came back up. Because remember they had quail. You can find quail on the West Coast. You can find quail just running around all over the place on the West Coast. That's where that took place at. Now, I figured out where Jericho is. I figured out where Ai is, and you know that's New Mexico. And then when you read this, you'll know that the tribe of Ephraim got the mountains above Jericho, and then the tribe of Judah got the land to the left of Jericho. So now we know. So that is exactly talks about. If you look it up, that's Arizona and Utah. Judah had Arizona and Utah, and then Ephraim got a lot more land because it was so much more people. So we got everything up from. If you read this book right here, because Ephraim had a lot more children than everybody else. Judah had a small amount of children. And I think Gad had more kids, or is it Dan? I think it was Gad had more kids than everybody. Then like Ephraim had a bunch of children, and then Gad had a bunch of children. So Gad got all of California, all that up that coast. That was Gad. And then Ephraim, because Ephraim was so big, Ephraim went all the way from the Rocky Mountains all the way to the Euphrates River, which we now call the Mississippi River. So they went all from there all the way over, but we were up above Texas, Oklahoma, all of that. So we were up all that. So we were up top of all that. So so based on my doing the research. But I'm still trying to figure out what the Jordan River is. I'm thinking the Jordan River. Oh, Ephraim had Wyoming. We had everything above that and on out to that, because Ephraim was so big. And there is a mountain called Mount Ephraim, but it says that Ephraim got all the mountains over here. Got all the mountains on this side that's above Jericho, and then Judah got all the land that was to the left of Jericho and up with the and then in the middle of him it was Benjamin, and then it was Benjamin and him, and then I think it was a little of Manasseh, and then I know Gad was on out because Gad was way bigger by the ocean, by the Great Sea. So, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm thinking it's one of the Mississippi goes up to the top, but then it makes a left turn and goes up. It goes up makes a left and towards Canada. I am thinking that the Jordan River is part of one of those off branches of one of those rivers that come off the Mississippi. So, which the Most High Yah said he's going to strike the 7 seas of the Mississippi. You can find that in Tanakh. He's going to strike it and dry it up. So Mississippi is going to eventually get dried up, but it's not dried up yet. So that's a future prophecy. But I digress.
I destroyed them from before you. Then Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, arose and warred against Israel, and sent and called Balaam, the son of Beor, to curse you. But I would not hearken unto Balaam, therefore he blessed you still. So I delivered you out of his hand. And ye went over Jordan, and came unto Jericho. And the men of Jericho fought against you, the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Girgashites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. And I delivered them into your hand. And I sent the hornet before you, which drave them out from before you, even the 2 kings of the Amorites, but not with thy sword, nor with thy bow. And I have given you a land for which ye did not labor, and cities which ye built not, and ye dwell in them. Of the vineyards and olive yards which ye planted not do ye eat. Now therefore fear the Lord, and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood and in Egypt, and serve ye.
This is what I wanted to show you. Put away the gods that your father serves on the other side of the flood. So who are these gods? Who are these gods? These are the sons of gods that came down and rebelled. And he said, and they were still worshiping them in Egypt. In Mitzrayim, they were still worshiping them. You see that? So there's proof that they were still here. So for those people who keep saying the book of Enoch is a lie, he just literally said the same thing. He just said the same thing right here. Book of Enoch talk about how they came down and they rebelled and came down and they taught all kind of bad stuff. And the Egyptians were serving the same gods that were before the flood. He said on the other side of the flood. Y'all, your ancestors and some of our ancestors like Terah and all them, they were serving these gods. Okay? Y'all see this now? Where did these gods come from? They're fallen angels. And they're still serving them, and they're still here. They will be here until the Most High Yah. They will be here until the Most High Yah destroys them off completely. They're still here. The Tanakh talks about them all the time still being here. The prophets talk about them still being here. Daniel talks about them. Isaiah talks about them. Ezekiel talks about them. Jeremiah talks about the queen of heaven, fallen deity, angel. Isaiah talks about the king of Babylon. He talks about the king of Tyre. Daniel talks about the king of Greece. Yeah, do you see now? Those are fallen angels, and that the Prince Michael had to come and fight them. Why? Because they were fallen angels. They was that are here on earth. If you read the whole Tanakh, you will understand what is going on. Let's keep learning.
The Lord. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And the people answered and said, God forbid that we should forsake the Lord to serve other gods. For the Lord our God, he it is that brought us up and our fathers out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, and which did those great signs in our sight, and preserved us in all the way wherein we went, and among all the people through whom we passed. And the Lord drave out from before us all the people, even the Amorites which dwelt in the land. Therefore will we also serve the Lord, for he is our God. And Joshua said unto the people, Ye cannot serve the Lord, for he is an holy God. He is a jealous God. He will not forgive your transgressions nor your sins. If ye forsake the Lord and serve strange gods, then he will turn and do you hurt and consume you, after that he hath done you good. And the people said,
So who are the strange gods? The strange gods are the ones that came on the other side of the flood. They're still here to this day.
to Joshua, Nay, but we will serve the Lord. And Joshua said unto the people, Ye are witnesses against yourselves that ye have chosen you the Lord to serve him. And they said, We are witnesses.
Okay. Do y'all see this? We are witnesses. Where else do you find that? Where else do you find that you are my witnesses? That, do y'all realize who we are? Who we are? I know a lot of people don't believe in reincarnation, but do you realize who we are? We are the witnesses, and then he tells Isaiah 44, you are my witness of the time of old. From the time of antiquity, you are my witnesses. Now this is after in Isaiah 44, he says we're gonna wake up. We're gonna spring up and start calling ourselves by the name of Yah. And we're going to start calling ourselves by the name of Jacob. And some people are going to adopt the name of Israel. And then we're going to start teaching that it's Yah only. And we're going to start telling people that Yah is the only redeemer of Israel. And he said, you are my witnesses from the time of antiquity. So who are we? Who are we? We the same people that Joshua was having a conversation with right here in this book. This is why they don't want you to know this. Just like in Psalms, Yah showed us that a righteous man will come back 1,000 times, but a wicked man only get 3 chances. 3 strikes you out. You know that 3 strikes you out. That's where that came from. A wicked man only get 3 reincarnations, and the rest of the people you will get up to 1,000. 1,000. And after the 1,000th of the reincarnation, the Most High Y'all finna put a stop to it. We're at the 1,000th. Do y'all realize we're at the 1,000th reincarnation? You do that. You know that, right? Why? Because he's talking about us right here. That's us. We are witnesses. We are the witnesses right here. Then you go back over into Isaiah 44. Y'all need to read this tonight. Y'all, this is deeper and this is bigger than what you think it is. It is deeper and bigger than what you think it is. And they took our books and they split it up and made all these different religions and did not and because we have 204 books, and the only reason I know about this reincarnation thing is y'all showed it to Mr. Real Talk. Mr. Real Talk said he found it in a book in one of our other books that they told us not to read. And then I decided, okay, if it's in that book, it has to be in the Tanakh. It is in here. It is in here. It's mentioned multiple times in different ways. But if you translate it in Psalms, if you translate it in the Paleo Hebrew, y'all, it literally says, it says, a wise man falls 7 times 7, and it comes back, but a wicked man falls 3. But if you actually go look up the word fall, it doesn't say fall. It says die. It says die. It says die. It says die. They changed it, the word to fall, and it says die. So they've been lying to us, which they always lie. They ain't nothing but liars. They've been lied about everything. But it's a lot of stuff that I know, not because I am so advanced. It's because I ask y'all questions. That's why I keep telling y'all to ask him. Jeremiah 33:3. He says, my name is Yah. Call on me. It'll be me who is answering you. And I will show you things you don't know. He's showing me the hidden things that they hid right in our faces. They did it by changing the language. If you know the Paleo Hebrew, you actually know what this book actually says. If you knew the Paleo Hebrew, you know what this book actually said. Even remember our great grandparents and said there's people with old souls. Old souls, you're an old soul, you're an old soul. How would I know? How did I know as an 8-year-old and a 9-year-old about the Tanakh laws? How did I know? I had somebody tell me that I was a priestess. I was a priestess. And that they're lying that the women weren't priests. They're lying about that. He told me, he's like, I was told to tell you you was a priestess. And this is why he got you teaching this time. Because he knew when you read it, it was going to trigger something in you and you were going to remember. And that's what's happening. And then I'll ask the question, well, why this? And then he'll show it to me like, oh, crap. I knew that, but I didn't know where it was. And then I'll be like, I knew that, but I didn't know where it was. So y'all don't have to believe me. You don't want to. But it's time for us to stop pretending and stop lying. And stop acting like things aren't what they are. Just like I had a dream last night. Guess what? It came true this morning. I'm not going to tell you what the dream was. But it came true this morning. And my dreams are coming faster. Because they usually take a couple of years for my dreams to come to pass. They're coming faster. It used to be 5 to 7 years. Sometimes it'll be 2 years before a dream that I had will come to pass. But now they're coming like within a week or a month. And some of them are coming like the next day. I've just had, in the past week, I've had 2 dreams come the next day. The next day. So you need to start seeking the Most High Yah with all your heart and all your soul and all your might and everything, and it's coming to pass. Everything is coming to pass. Do I know everything? No. Do I have all the answers? No. The one that has all the answers is the Most High Yah. Ask him. All I can do is tell you the things and show you the things that he showed me, and he's telling me to show you all. So we are his witnesses from this point right here. And he's saying, you were my witnesses. I'll show it to you next. Let me just, it's right here. And then I'm going to go over there in Isaiah 44 and show you it says that. So let's finish up the book of Joshua.
Now therefore put away, said he, the strange gods which are among you, and incline your heart unto the Lord God of Israel. And the people said unto Joshua, the Lord our God will we serve, and his voice will we obey. So Joshua made a covenant with the people that day, and set them a statute and an ordinance in Shechem. And Joshua wrote these words in the book of the law.
Now, do you know that Joshua is an Ephraimite, right? He lives in the land of Ephraim. I just wanted to remind y'all that.
God, and took a great stone and set it up there under an oak that was by the sanctuary of the Lord. And Joshua said unto all the people, behold, this stone shall be a witness unto us, for it hath heard all the words of the Lord which he spake unto us. It shall be therefore a witness unto you, lest ye deny your God. So Joshua let the people depart, every man unto his inheritance. And it came to pass after these things, that Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died, being 110 years old. And they buried him in the border of his inheritance in Timnath-Serah, which is in...
And then remember, Melissa Yisrael just made a video letting you know that the servants of Yah, we straight. It doesn't matter when you was the servant of Yah. If you're serving Yah, you straight. You're gonna get eternal life. So we know Joshua got eternal life.
Mount Ephraim, on the north side of the hill of Gaash. And Israel served the Lord all the days of Joshua, and all the days of the elders that overlived Joshua, and which had known all the works of the Lord that he had done for Israel. And the bones of Joseph, which the children of Israel brought up out of Egypt, buried they in Shechem, in a parcel of ground which Jacob bought of the sons of Hamor, the father of Shechem, for 100 pieces of silver. And it became the inheritance of the children of Joseph. And Eleazar the son of Aaron died, and they buried him in a hill that pertained to Phinehas his son, which was given him in Mount Ephraim.
The end of the book of Joshua, the 1611 authorized King James Version. Narration 2.
So, this is Isaiah 44. Yeshayahu. Oh, I need to charge my phone, y'all. And now hearken, Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. So said the Most High Yah, your Maker, and He who formed you from the womb shall aid you. Fear not, my servant Jacob, and Jeshurun, who I have chosen. He says that. Fear not. As I will pour water on the thirsty and running water on the dry land, I will pour my spirit on your seed and my blessings on your offspring, and they shall sprout among the grass like the willows on rivets of water. This one shall say, I belong to Yah. And this one shall call himself by the name of Jacob. And this one shall write with his hand to the Lord and adopt the name of Israel. So said the Most High Yah, the King of Israel, and so said the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, the Lord of hosts. I am first, I am the last, and besides me there is no God. And who will call? I cannot say it. Why can't I say that word? And who will call? That is he, like me, and will tell it and arrange it for me. Since my place, the ancient people, the signs, and those that will come, let them tell for themselves. So here it is, the ancient people right here. We're going to tell for ourselves. We're going to be telling that. So y'all like, where did she get that from? It says the ancient people, let them tell for themselves. We're going to be saying, Yah is the King of Israel. Yah is the Redeemer of Israel. He is the first and he is the last, and there beside him there is no other God. He says the ancient people, the signs, and those will come and let them tell. What's the signs? What is the signs? Here's the signs right here. We're going to start saying, these are the people that are the ancient people. Y'all listen to this. We're going to start saying, I belong to the Most High Yah. We're going to start calling ourselves by the name of Jacob. And then we're going to start writing we're going to start writing with our hands. And we're going to adopt the name of Israel. These are the people. We're going to start, this is us. We're going to start teaching Yah only. It's us. We are the people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep reading. Let them tell for themselves. So we're going to start telling this for ourselves, y'all. Let me show you what Yah showed us. Fear not and be not dismayed. Did I not let you hear this from then? I told it and you were my witnesses. Who are the witnesses? What we just read in Joshua. What did we say? We are the witnesses. And he says, fear not and be not dismayed. That's why I ain't scared of nothing no more. I ain't scared of nothing no more because I know y'all got my back. He said, do not be slack. He says, let you tell from yourselves in Isaiah. He says, did I not let you hear it from then? In the other book, it says, in my book, it says from the time of antiquity. He says, we're the who ancient people right here. We're the ancient people. He said, didn't I let you know from then, the ancient people? He says, I told it, and you are my witnesses. That what? Is there a God besides me? And is there no rock? I did not know. Do you see this right here? This goes with what I just read in Joshua 24. I just showed it to you. You cannot deny it. And he says, what is going to be the sign? What is our signs? What is the sign? What's the signs? What is the signs? Here's the signs right here. This is the sign. This is what's going to start happening. And he's going to let you know that these people are the ancient people. These are the signs. And they're going to let them tell from themselves. We're going to start telling it ourselves. Right there. That we're the people from then. You ain't got to believe me. But it did happen. It happened. And we're going to start saying that Yah is only. There is no other gods. There is no other things. We ain't supposed to be sacrificing. We ain't supposed to be doing this because we came from the time of antiquity. We are the ancient people that was there talking to Joshua. Oh, praise it to the Most High, Yah. Give y'all all the praise and all the thanks and all the glory. I know that I came from right here where I'm at. I know I came from the tribe of Ephraim, y'all. My sister Judith, she knows she came from the tribe of Judah. She know that she came up out of Utah. I know that I came up out of the Rocky Mountains right here. I know I'm from the tribe of Ephraim. She knows she's from the tribe of Judah. She knows she came out. She knew it when she was a child. I knew this thing. How would she know this? How would she know this? Unless she was there. Y'all, I went down to the Grand Canyon, y'all. And I took a back road. I took a back road to get to the Grand Canyon, y'all. And I went into the Grand Canyon. They didn't even know I was there. And I was all the way down. Y'all, the wind was blowing so hard. I went by myself. I did this in 2021. And I recognized a bunch of places. How would I know where these places were? Because most people know how to get to the Grand Canyon the regular way. I went through a back road and I even saw some structures and I knew what they were. I was like, that was a temple right there. I went. I did this in 2021. I didn't tell nobody I was going. I just suddenly woke up one morning, jumped in my car, and drove from where I live at. Here in, at that time, I was living in Loveland, Colorado, and I drove from there. I went the back way. I went through some back roads. I started going through some back roads. And I drove a bunch of places, and I'm telling you, I just knew where I was going. I knew where I was going. And I recognized these things. And then when I got down into the reservations, and I stopped at a reservation, do you know that they knew I belonged there? I got out at the reservation, and the guy walked up to me, and he goes, your tribe is keep going a couple of more hours, you finna run into your tribe. That's what he said. I never spoke a word to him. I just got out of the car. And I got right back in the car and started back driving. He said, keep going down this road and keep going. Now, anybody else would have been missing, y'all. And y'all, I was amongst those people, y'all. They darker than me. They're darker than me. It's a tribe down there that's darker than me. And they ain't telling y'all about them. I saw them. I was along them. They didn't even know I didn't belong there. I was walking around the town. And they just thought I was another tribe member. And I've never seen so many people look like me, ever. Look like me and my kids, ever, in one place. And I didn't say anything. I just didn't say nothing to them, nothing. I just was walking around, getting out at different stores, doing that. They didn't even pay no attention to me. They just thought I belonged there. Same hair, same body build, and they were tall like I was. Like I am. They were tall. They didn't even notice me. They didn't say, "What are you doing here?" When I was over at the first tribe where I stopped at, that guy told me, "Your tribe is down there." I drove a couple of more hours, and I got out. I was getting out my car, and I was just driving up to random things, getting out the car and just walking around. I wasn't saying nothing. I was just walking around. And they act like they didn't even know. They didn't pay no attention to me. They didn't say nothing. Nothing. They weren't looking at me like, "What the hell you doing here? What is this black lady doing here?" They didn't say none of that. Y'all, I was lighter skinned than most of them. I was lighter skinned than most of them. They were dark, like my granddad. With the same hair, my grandmother's father. I knew I was from home, and I knew them was my people. And they act like they didn't even notice me, y'all. So I did that. Then I went to the Four Corners. And I claimed it. I put a stone there and I claimed the Four Corners. Then I wrote my name down and I claimed it as our land. And then I came back to where I live. And that was in 2021. And I drove back. And y'all, I did this on one tank of gas. But I was driving for like 16 hours. That was a miracle. One tank of gas, y'all. 16 hours. Was gone for a couple of days. 16 hours driving. One tank of gas. That was a miracle. Y'all performed the miracle right before me. I didn't even think to tell nobody where I was going. I didn't think nothing. And I was driving for hours. And I had pictures of it. And I may be able to find those pictures in my Google. And I'll put them on later. But I got to charge my phone after. And then we had to upload this video and let you all know this. And show you all this. Y'all, that was a miracle. One tank of gas. I didn't even have to get gas. For 16 hours I drove. One tank of gas in my car. I left with that tank of gas and came back with that tank of gas. And that ain't never happened to me before. That was a miracle. And I'm telling you, I was going places and I was taking pictures and I was like, this is our land. Y'all should see the trees, y'all. Y'all need to see the trees, y'all. The trees are so big. You know those trees that are big over there in California? There's trees over here that are that big that they ain't telling y'all about. The trees, they was so big, y'all. And the mountain's so big and it's so beautiful and it was so peaceful. I didn't want to come back. But I came back because y'all told me he just told me to come back. I didn't know that was y'all telling me that. I didn't know because I didn't know about y'all only until the next year. There was 2021 this happened. I didn't know about y'all only until 2000. And I didn't start knowing about y'all into 2022. I didn't start knowing about y'all only until 2023. Okay? And then 2024. Is when I started teaching. Okay? So, y'all, I love you all, and I pray that the Most High Yah is going to show you the things that you need to do. Ye are his witnesses from time of antiquity. You are the ancient people right here. It says it right there. Don't let them tell you anything else. They're lying. Give y'all the praise. Give him all the glory and all the esteem and all the love. He deserves it. And we serve him and him only. And he says there, we don't do it with sacrifice. We don't do it with blood offerings. We don't do it with meal offerings. We do it with our actions, with our love. Our praise is the Most High Yah alone. Hallelujah. Woo!